This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into your top local stories. After 3 days of investigating the Southcrest home where human remains were found, San Diego police and federal agents have left the property. According to the DA's office, investigators have recovered what they believe to be the remains of one human being. That's what they said. This comes after law enforcement sources close to the investigation said Wednesday multiple people were found. We've also learned that crews also dug in an area under the 15 overpass about 100 yards from the house. We're also learning more about the man who has been identified as a person of interest. His name is Dwight Roan. Records show he has dozens of criminal cases dating back to 1963 and at least 12 felony convictions. NBC7 found the drug CHP responded to a brush fire near the 5 and the 905, and that's where they found the body of a man named Bernardo Moreno, who had been shot in the head and then set on fire. Prosecutors say Roan killed Moreno after their dogs got into a fight, and Moreno stabbed Roan's dog to break it up. For weeks, prosecutors say Roan drove Moreno's truck, tried to use his debit card, and then attempted to rob a woman in a Carlsbad parking lot. At the time, he was out on bail for a gun charge. Roan was charged with murder in December of 2024 and has been in custody ever since. The days are numbered for the old San Onofre nuclear operating station, the generating station there. Southern California Edison began tearing down that plant in 2020, you may recall. We're told that the domes will begin coming down next year, and it's going to take until the year 2028 until they're finally gone. After that, the only thing left will be the dry storage system. Plant officials say they're carefully removing over 1 billion pounds of somewhat radioactive material. Most of that waste will travel by rail to be disposed of in Utah. 350,000 people are expected in Balboa Park this weekend as the annual December Nights Holiday Festival kicks off. NBC7's MG Perez was there bright and early this morning and has a preview for us.
Santa is here, and so are the reindeer. December Nights is about the culture and the kids.
I really love dancing, and just watching people dance too, I just feel really alive and connected to my culture.
The Christmas tree on the Spreckles Organ Pavilion stage is the centerpiece of the 48th annual December Nights Festival, running through Saturday. Getting here is the biggest challenge. If you plan to drive and park, the lot at the San Diego Zoo is no longer free. It will cost you $35 unless you're a zoo member or have a ticket to visit Friday or Saturday.
Here we have some waffles, and we also a waffle with a weenie from the House of Norway.
There's every kind of food once you do get here, served with love and not with politics, but with hope, especially for the youngest generation.
You know, you get a taste of everything, you know, and everything's always different, but it has its specialty that just touches your soul as you're eating it.
We want them to see all the cultures, you know, enjoying each other, learning about each other. And this is what we need right now, especially in the world we're in.
Kids and culture at the top of San Diego's list for Santa. I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good December night." MG Perez, NBC7.
And it is going to be a good December night. Meteorologist Angelica Campos has a look at our December nights forecast. Hi there.
Hi, Monica, and you definitely need to bring the jackets. We've had these winds out of the east. They stay in place through the weekend, but they're very weak. So not necessarily a problem, but it will keep the skies clear. And that, of course, brings sunny skies in the afternoon, clear, cool conditions. For those of you coming by to the Sierra Mesa Walmart to drop your toys for the toy drive, it is going to be beautiful out there. Near the coast, we're going to stay clear this afternoon, dropping down to 62 degrees at 5 p.m. Similar conditions as you head out to December nights. And then the hourly forecast in our inland valley is dropping to 63 at 5 with plenty of sunshine for the next couple of hours. Coming up, I'll have your 10-day forecast. Monica?
Sounds good. Thank you. A new civil rights settlement reached why the San Diego Police Department has agreed to pay one man $25,000. And detained at a green card interview, a Ukrainian woman has been in federal custody for weeks now. How a hearing today could land her back in the arms of her family. That's next. Stay with us.
you count on breaking news
People running in the streets, they have their kids, they have their pets.
and help preparing for the unexpected.
Small fire right now. We'll keep an eye on it.
You count on stories from your community. You count on getting different points of view
We're still human.
and your voice being heard.
We need help.
You count on in-depth reporting
It's a mess, and it's making people sick.
because you know the whole story is more than just the headline. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC7 and Telemundo 20.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. The city of San Diego has reached a $25,000 settlement with a man who accused the San Diego Police Department of violating his civil rights. That stemmed from a traffic stop where an officer smashed his window.
This doesn't need to happen, man.
It doesn't need to happen. You guys don't need to search me. I'm about to go pick my son. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm a tax-paying citizen. I'm not on paperwork or parole. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Go ahead. Break your window.
This was the fourth time Nicholas Hoskins said he had been pulled over last year, each time for a different minor infraction. Officers demanded to search his car, but he refused. He was cited with resisting arrest, but never prosecuted. His lawsuit accused police of violating his Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable search and seizure. Today, 3 people arrested in connection to a deadly shooting in Linda Vista are expected in court. The suspects were taken into custody Wednesday for the murder of 40-year-old Enrique Nunez. Nunez was found with multiple gunshot wounds in a park near the Linda Vista Recreation Center just after midnight on October 6th. He was taken to the hospital where he died. His family says they're devastated by the sudden loss.
We missed him a lot. You know, his brothers missed him a lot. This year's just gonna be hard for Christmas, the holidays. The kids, you know, why they did this to him, why. He was a good person.
It's unclear what connection, if any, the suspects had to Nunez. A local man tells us his wife, a Ukrainian immigrant here in the U.S. on asylum, has been sitting in a detention center for 2 weeks now. She's expected to have a bond hearing today. Louis Amagitsa says ICE agents detained his wife, Vika, during her green card interview. He says she came to the U.S. through a refugee program a few years ago. Amzika says they were doing everything required to move that process along legally, yet she was still handcuffed and is now at the Otay Mesa Detention Center. This all happened right before Thanksgiving.
It was one of the most scary moments of our lives. I know for my life for sure, just to see the look on her face and see them handcuffing my wife and taking her out of the building and placing her into a van. On a day that we thought was going to be a really fun celebratory day.
Amzakita says he has been reaching out to local legislators. He is hopeful Vika won't be deported. ICE did not respond to our request for comment. NBC7 meteorologist Angelica Campos will have a look at your weather, including your December nights forecast, right after this.
NBC7 and Telemundo 20. Weather coverage you count on. You count on accuracy.
The winds are going to be increasing.
You count on these experts.
Take a look here at our future weather.
In 2 languages. You count on innovative tech.
We look at our first alert Doppler radar.
From a team you depend on.
Dry conditions to round out this week.
You count on early warnings.
Because we had pretty significant rain.
Because you know every second counts.
It just kept getting worse and worse.
This is First Alert Weather. This is coverage you count on. Only on NBC7 and Telemundo 20.
Under clear skies, we continue for the next couple of hours, but if you're headed out to December nights, temperatures will be in the 50s at 8. So right after sunset, it gets cold very quickly, and make sure to plan accordingly. And it's going to be a cold night all around the county with 40s near the coast, inland. So tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up to 30s in Ramona. The skies will stay clear, but we'll start to see more clouds by Saturday night into early Sunday. So we've added now the possibility for patchy fog for Sunday morning. Next week, look at the difference in our temperatures. We'll go from 60s today and tomorrow, and then going up to 77 by Wednesday. Inland communities will be well into the 80s Tuesday and Wednesday with dry Santa Ana conditions. In the mountains, 50s today, 70s next week.
Looks like a nice holiday weekend. I'll see you at December nights. More coverage you count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.